Hello everyone, welcome back to a new update. This one is actually going to be more accurate as opposed to the last few that are very old and just didn't get up because of problems and the PC dying and all that. So, starting off, a few new figurines. I got a Woolly Yoshi on a buy two get three free. And I got the final Disney 1.0 stage of Toy Story, and it had a Buzz Lightyear. And there was a Jack Skellington. I have a friend who loves Nightmare Before Christmas, and he said he actually does want this. And that is why I got it, because I was pretty sure he would want that. So anyway, games. So many games falling out, because we had another buy two, get one free from GameStop, and there was the Amazon Prime Day for this year, which was a lot better than last year. Last year's Prime Day, to me, was pretty much garbage. Now, I do have three little random things here. I'm not going to open them during this. I can't remember if I showed them off the last video, because just everything's still a mess, so I'm just going to briefly show them off. They're still sealed. I'll do an unboxing of them. The Hotline Miami physical copy of 1 and 2. It's very nice. Let's see. I can't remember if it was numbered somewhere. Yeah, there on the front. I got number 497 out of 2,161. So, not a lot of those. And it came from Europe. That's not just a regular American special edition. That is a European edition only. So, the Grand Kingdom special edition, and then I got the Onensphere PS4 limited edition. Man, that Prime Day makes these a lot easier to get. I mean, 12, well, actually over $12, because, you know, these are a little more expensive. The money goes down and makes it like about $3-4 more than what it is normally brand new. So it's like, well, it's just $3 or $4 more dollars. So now I do have a random bag here. I did a few trades with some random people. The stuff in this bag, sadly, has been left a little disappointing. I haven't tested them all, but the ones I was interested in, I did test. There's Pokemon Wumble and Sims Uber, and there's a random PSP game, Star Wars. There's a Game Boy Advance, the Advance Wars 2, which didn't work. They look pretty dirty inside, like they might have gone wet or something. There was the Tekken Tag, which was another one I was interested in, and then just some sports games, a Star Wars fight game. For some reason, a PSP battery. The other two things that I was interested in that do work were two Yu-Gi-Oh games, which I don't think I got either of these two. But either way, it was still cheap. I'm going to try and clean those and see if hopefully they may work. Oh, and there was a Pokemon Yellow. Shit. Where did I set that? Crap. There was a yellow cartridge with no label. It was actually a copy of Pokemon Yellow, and it does work. So that basically made the, because I paid I think $12 for all that. So I mean, Pokemon Yellow goes for about $30 used, so that pretty much just paid for itself. So that was pretty much a okay deal in the end for me. Also, this is the first time I ever did a Redbox, but Cheap Ass Gamer tweeted that Redbox was doing a massive sale of a lot of stuff, and they had the PS4 version of Final Fantasy X and X-2 for, I think it was $4.99, 4 or 5. Maybe it was a little more, I can't remember, but it was really low. So I was like, I could probably get a box or something. Dan actually offered me to sell his limited PS3 version, which I thought about pursuing that. Could just borrow in that. Set these two little goodies aside. Now, out of the GameStop stuff, the main purchase I did with GameStop was with DS stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure the last major buy two get one free thing. I probably mentioned I tried to use the website, and for some reason it wouldn't let me check out, and it did that again. They told me last time that I can just come to the store with all the games I want, and they can do it inside the store. So that's what I did, and did that. Now I have all of them except for one. They shipped me the wrong game. The game I won was Zookeeper, which most of you, if you've heard of it, should be thinking of a puzzle game. However, there apparently is another game called Dreamer Zookeeper, which is what I got, which looks like a Ubisoft shovelware crap. To be honest, I honestly don't know what it is, but it wasn't the Zookeeper I wanted. So I had to go and return that. And let me show the sweet deal I got as a result of that. Okay, so normally GameStop would tell you you're fucked, and while returning it, you would have to pay for the new shipping of the game that you wanted in the first place, which is, of course, a big fuck you because it wasn't your fault. Well, of course, this is why I go to my local GameStop still and only briefly visit the other one because I just don't have luck at other GameStops. But these people do good job, and this is why I gave them a lot of my customers, a lot of my monies before I became Amazon Prime. Now it's a lot well, but hey, if they do stuff like one of the games I'm going to show, they're going to be the ones that'll get that money. So what they did is they tricked the system with they use what they refer to as SKU numbers, and they use a SKU number for a special thing so that returning the game basically afforded the shipping itself. But the SKU number they used had an extra dollar, which they let that carry off of a purchase I got in the store for, and yes, this had its case. They took a suggestion I made. I told them, why don't you keep some of the cases of some of the, Japanese stuff or the things you might think might be more desirable. Put them in your glass case or something if you're worried about them being stolen or something, which was a stupid excuse I was given before. Something about, like, they're not allowed to keep the original DS stuff in the back because they don't keep the cases anymore or some shit. But, they kept some of them, so I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. I never got the second one. I got the Wii titles, and I got the original, but I never got the second one. So I got that, and that dollar carried off onto this. So I got this $1 cheaper on top of my Pro Prime, which saved me just a little, not a lot of sense, but still, I mean, they didn't even have to do that. They could have just said, fuck you, you're going to have to pay the money for the shipping on this cheap DS game or that. So, see, that's good customer service, though. So, the first weird thing is, some of these came in generic 3D, the generic black 3DS cases, and two of them had their booklets, but not their cover art, which is really bizarre to me. Very bizarre. Now, only a few of them came in them, and they put those stupid circular stickers that leave all the glue shit on them, so all those cases are gunk. I've had no luck taking that shit off without melting the plastic for the cover art, so I just scrap those and I'll give those to the mom and pop store. But a lot of DS stuff. I ordered 21 DS games, 19 DS games, 1 DSi game, and 1 3DS game, to be more exact. So, I'm pretty sure I don't remember getting some of these. So, let's see, I need, set that there. So, we got Ghost Recon, which is a tactics game on the 3DS. The updated Populous that Xseed did, or published, I should say, based on the MMO. Though it's a single player. A mysterious dungeon game, as you saw with the booklet. And the DSi game here I got, there are very few games that are exclusive to the DSi itself. It'll work on a 3DS because it needs the camera. It uses the camera. To be honest, I can't actually remember what this was. I've had it on my Amazon wish list. I think it was like a weird Pokemon thing with a camo, like that one PSP game. Ninja Town, something I've been looking for a long time. It's a really very strange tower defense game. This is a real-time strategy game that Bandai published. To be honest, it looks very bad, but it was cheap. Again, which I believe was a visual novel. Some of these things have been rotting on my Amazon wish list for a long time. Witch's Wish, just a little, I don't know how to say, like a little sim thing with a witch. Nostalgia. This game was done by some of the DS Final Fantasy people. So that one is one I'm excited to finally get. Now this was a Game Boy Advance game also. It's kind of a Metroidvania kind of thing. If I remember correctly. Tenchu for the DS. Sonic Chronicles. This was part of a separate buy two, get one free for anyone counting. Before you go, well, those numbers don't match because you said only one got returned and waiting for that one to come back in the mail. A spin-off of a Wii title Konami did. Let's see. Squishy Tank. This is a very bizarre puzzle game I've always seen. It was really cheap, so I thought Pack and Roll, which I think now I have like all the Pac-Man games on the original DS now. Moon, which Moon was made by what was that team? They made two horror games on the original DS2. Tower Defense. This game lets you like make the enemies and stuff. Not sure how clear. Heroes of Mana, which is supposed to be a prequel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a prequel to the third Mana game on the Super Nintendo, if I remember correctly. So it has characters in it. Touch Detective. That I got the sequel of this at the pawn shop a few videos ago. So that's the first one. And then Luke's Pain, which is supposed to be a visual novel. So, there we go. Lots of loose DS stuff. It's a good thing I get all these dang cases. Now, with the Sonic Chronicles, there was two other things, and they're buried under a lot of different stuff, so I'm probably just going to have to get through most of the Amazon Prime stuff here to get to. So, Amazon Prime had Final Fantasy Tactics A+, which I've had the case from dumpster diving backup if I could ever find one. And, well, I never found a good price on a used one. Brand new sealed one was, I think it was $10 during the Amazon Prime. So I was like, oh, well, that's a good price. I got a lot of stuff from Amazon Price. Amazon Prime Day. I also got Battleborn. $29. To be honest, looking at a lot of reviews, I really wanted to play this game to actually compare it to Overwatch. Because it sounds like this actually has a lot more content than Overwatch. So I'm really interested to just kind of look into that. Here they are. The other two things I got with the Sonic Chronicles. Two PS4s. Killzone Shadowfall and the Knack. Both, launch day PS4 games. Cases, everything, and all that jazz. So those were really cheap. Sonic Chronicles, I think, was $6.99. Those were like $4.99, so wasn't the closest thing. But for $8 at the pawn shop, I found the Dragon Ball Z movie with Frieza again. And this has a DVD and Blu-ray. So I was like, why not? You know, I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z in a long time. Vanquish by Platinum Games. This game got... I heard a lot of good things about this game, so I look forward to trying it. I saw it for $10. Usually goes for a little over $20, so that's a pretty good deal. A sealed copy, and a lot of you are going to probably judge me, but I just got it because cheap and related to the game. It was The Lord of the Rings Aragorn's Quest by Warner Brothers after EA lost the licensings for it. This is a sealed copy from Walmart. That was like $3. So I was just like, it'd have to be really bad to not be worth $3. Well, on another note, Amazon had a discount on the Disgaea 3 collection for 3, 4, and D2. So, I really do like the Disgaea games, but I admit that I have not got to play a lot of them besides the first and second one, really. Not counting the PSP spin-off, which I have played and beaten that too. Disgaea 1 was definitely the furthest one I ever got in, though. I did see some Alan playing 3, which looked funny, and since the PSP game also involved characters from 3, I got to interact with them some more in that. Pixie always says he just liked the original cast. He's an Etna fan. He just takes it personally. But anyway, I have actually wanted to do a playthrough of Disgaea 1 because I got a better concept of understanding how it works a lot better than when I first tried to play it a long time ago. Because it is a really crazy tactics game, and around that time period, I didn't have a lot of tactics style stuff. I mean, I always criticized Final Fantasy Tactics for being really easy. I really like the game, but it is a very easy tactics game once you've actually got a lot of experience under your belt, because it gives you so much freedom to make super godlike soldiers. So, but I have been thinking of doing it. Another purchase from Walmart was a used copy of Starhawk, which is a sequel to an LPS3 game, which was more of a launch title. I can't remember its name off the top of my head. I got that, I enjoyed it. It was mostly dead playing it though, but I got to play it with a few people. I'm going to assume this one's servers are probably dead too, but it should have an offline mode. I'm pretty sure it did. Japanese imports. This is a RPG. The person who did the Weko of the August War game that was for the PSP, to my understanding, they are behind this game, and it has no English on the outside. Oh wait, no, actually it does have some right there. There's the title in English. But I find it interesting, it has a giant label on it warning you the contents are for a mature age, which I've never actually seen for a I've never seen this on any import game before. Also, looking at it, there's no weighting on it. Japan does have a weighting board since about the midway point of the PS2 life. There was no weighting on here. There was no weighting, which I guess is the point of stickle? Huh. But that's weird. I didn't know. That's very interesting. I don't see any type of weighting anywhere on this. That's actually mind-boggling. And it feels like it does have a book in there. I'm liking these Vita games with books in them. Too bad none of the American ones do. This is the Asian version of this game, which the one I got has English in it. So it has English subtitles and text, not voice acting. But this is by supposedly the same people who did the August War game on the PSP, so the art style is very reminiscent to that. From what I've seen, the girls are a lot older, so for the Provoi things, it's better in that category. If the PSP games, girls were a lot underage looking. Not my cup of tea there. But anyway. Getting out of the law enforcement. Woo, 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 I didn't do it! The internet made me do it! Okay, anyway. Let's see. I also found a used copy of the same game, Where Ginko. Damn you! Well, I know that's supposed to mean like the Doomsday or some shit of that, but, a long time ago, I found the case for this game dumpster diving, so I have it complete, basically. I just gotta go clean off the case and that. and I'll have the artwork in it. I did get Puzzle Dragon Z, Puzzle Dragon Super Mario Edition from GameStop. They had it on clearance of that. So I was just kind of like, yeah, one day. They gave a bunch of random posters to me, so I was just kind of like, that'll be nice, buy something. Also at Walmart, I got a sealed copy of Lemmings off the PSP. I think it was like $3.99. And a sealed copy of Harvest Moon DS A Tale of Two Towns for the original DS, sealed from Walmart for, I think it was $5 something on that. It was cheap. So I was like, oh, well, brand new sealed stuff. Walmart's been doing a lot of brand new sealed stuff on a lot of old stuff on their website. So I keep an eye on that. Now, here, this game has a weird history on my Amazon wish list. So back before Movie Bob was insane, as he is now, he recommended back on his Escapist show when he did that one show with all the still faces with different emotional faces on them. He recommended a game called Barnyard Bash Swine of the Night, which is a weird kind of Castlevania tribute game. This is kind of a weird shelfware kind of game. It's very cheap, and I got this from the pawn shop, I believe, just for like $3-4. So I was like, I always wanted to get that because it actually looked interesting. It did look like Castlevania, a weird knockoff Castlevania. So I thought it'd always be a funny thing. The strangest Harvest Moon game I ever saw was this puzzle one, which I found at the pawn shop for $10. New opened, but anyway, it's a puzzle-style Harvest Moon game. Never actually knew about it until I saw that, so I was like, why not? $10. $10. The regular show on the 3DS. This is a very bizarre retro kind of retro-looking 2D game of that. So it looked interesting. It was just $8 with my Pro. Beyblade Evolution on the 3DS. Goodwill, I got the Ocarina of Time sealed at Goodwill for $6.99. It just recently got a price drop for I think $16 on Amazon, and I finally got my Zero Time Dilemma, Zero Escape 3, 9993, whatever you want to call it. I do not have my watch. If you watch my channel a lot, you probably saw the video, or at least in your feed for subscription, saw my video of Amazon screw up, and I do have a little information about that. Apparently no one at Amazon, or apparently anyone, anywhere, some people have even gone so far to tell me, but so far I know 100% that no one, as far as, I should say, far as I've seen dialogue-wise with other Amazon purchasers, nobody on Amazon got a watch. I've seen some claims saying people who got the watch edition at other places also didn't get a watch. And information, there was a person I recently followed on Twitter who is a PR manager at Access Games, is talking about some problem that happened with watches. Some defect issue happened and a bunch of them got damaged. So there was a delay in that, and supposedly everyone who still got the watch edition will get the watch edition. So apparently Amazon is not informed. I'm not sure if it's more of Amazon's fault or Access Games' fault, because from some of the tweets I saw, it sounded like they always communicate with Amazon, but I don't know really what to say, but still, that person was fucking stupid trying to claim a scalper's price of $165 for the watch edition was the fucking original price. Okay. That anyway. But I can play that conscious free. So, limited one games. There should be... What's the other one? Show all these off. The other two are still sealed, but I do have this one open. Octodad, which I actually finished. It's a really short game. I would definitely say if you're going over 2 hours, it's probably might be problematic. It's a fun game, but it is really short. So, for the price point, aside from a collector's point of view, it definitely wasn't worth that in a time frame. But I did enjoy it. It does have 2 little short add-on story things to it, but they were like DLC, free DLC, and I don't know if they plan on doing more of that. So I planned on asking the developers when I make a review for it to throw that out there. And then the more recent ones, and Lost Sea. This one looks more interesting to me. Lost Sea looks like some weird kind of single-player gauntlet survival thing. This looks like it's kind of a Metroidvania kind of thing. But I've never seen a real playthrough of these. I've seen some of the gameplay, but they look very interesting, so I definitely look forward to getting those. Now, I've been wanting to get my hands on this a long time. A Little King Story for the Wii, the first one. I got the European version of the sequel on the Vita because, well, we only got it digitally on the Vita. But this is the first one. I've always heard really good things about, but some people asked for way too much fucking money for this. This used to be like $99 at one point in time. Well, Xseed at some point started replaying some more, so I think they had it for like $19.99 on their website. So I was just like, buy a new one. I've been wanting it for a long time, but it was worth it. I've never ordered from the webpage. And I'm not endorsed by Xseed here, but I got more than just that game. I got a little soundtrack, which has 6 tracks from the last story, and a little plushie from Story of Seasons, which is aka the Real Harvest Moon series. And those were just 2 little random goodies that were just in there. And I was just like, well, definitely was a nice little idea to buy from them. Gotta say, if the price is decently the similar as another one, I might have to go with Xseed. Goodwill with the Ocarina of Time, they had a sealed copy of 3D Mario World, but you may notice the price wasn't as much of a discount. As in, the only discount is taxes not being applied. But I was just kind of like, why not? A GTA clone for the DS based on a very old show. This was actually in very good condition. I got it at the Goodwill. These 3 I got in a trade. 2 of them I wanted. This is a fighting game. I've never played any of this series before. And then, of course, this one a lot of people should know, Xenosaga 2. So now I only need Xenosaga 1. And I only have the PS2 Transformers, and it was just part of the deal, sadly. But I'll probably give away or something. Moving along. West, we got PS4 from Amazon Prime, Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2. From Walmart for an extremely low price of $3.95, Assassin's Creed Unity. I plan on doing a random stream unpatched just to laugh at this. Just to laugh. And then, of course, Dan's soul is either bleeding or laughing at Resident Evil Umbrella Corps. The Asian edition, which has English and other languages. This is the only physical version of this game. And I told him, and I'm just going to show him, it has the 20th year anniversary. Where was it? On the side there. Plastered around the case there. Come on. I'm actually enjoying this, just because it's a corny B-movie kind of experience in video games. I'm a sucker for that kind of shit. I like the EDF series for a reason. But Angry Joe really hated this, and to be honest, I actually have to give Jim Sterling some credit. He actually was a lot more calmer and more critical instead of... But, oh well. Anyway, it's not a good game. I would, if there's a chance of this getting really cheap, I'd probably wait for that, or hopefully a PlayStation Plus free. This is not worth. I think I paid $29 for the physical version. Not worth it. Not worth it unless you're a die-hard fan of Resident Evil and campy shit. I am enjoying it though. Don't get me wrong in that, but it's not worth 20. Like $10 is like the bare minimum I could justify for this, and even that would be stretching it. So, for anyone who wants it, and the main reason I got this instead of waiting is a lot of Asian, like with that Vita game. What is it? A lot of these Asian versions with English subtitles, which are becoming a lot more common with the rise of stupid social justice warriors and the interest of the Asian market recognizing importers as purchasers, some of these aren't getting a lot of prints and sell out really fast, and people are fucking running out of money. I was really lucky to fucking get Over My Dead Body 2. That game sold out super fast, and people want a lot of fucking money for that. So I was very happy to get the Over My Dead Body 2, because that is going for crazy prices still the last time I looked that up. So, and yes, sometimes, even if it's a really bad game, there's a reason Action 52 is worth a lot of fucking money. Because it scales. Will this become scales? Who knows? Fate can only tell. And then Song of Deep, which is a GameStop exclusive, because they helped physical this game, because apparently this was going to only be digital, and they did some kind of deal. It has no booklet, so that's a little disappointing, sadly. This is a weird submarine Metroidvania style game, or at least that's how they've been advertising it a lot. I'm not quite sure how that works so much in the submarine, but it'll be interesting to see. I like the art style on that, so hopefully that'll be an interesting game. I do like the art style a lot. It's very nice, but I definitely looking forward to finally playing the third Zero game. Finally put an end to the insanity. I just hope, I hope it's really interesting. There's a review Dan wants me to see, but I don't want to see it, at least until I play it some, because I don't want any of it spoiled. But he said that this guy nagged on it, like he didn't get the point of the game and said it was horrible. Sounded like a terrible review, but... Okay, well, that's all the new finds. Very nice haul of stuff. Got a lot of good deals and nice little knickknacks with a few things. Channel news wise, since a lot of the last few update videos are very inaccurate, July is being a very busy month overtime wise while I'm working. Supposedly after July, it's going to stop. I hope. I really hope so much it's going to stop. But sadly, where I work, it's a you never know kind of thing. The busyness in July is supposedly due to how freaking hot it is. So far we've worked every Friday of this, and it's like the middle of July now. So I'm really hoping not to work the next 2 Fridays, but don't know, sadly. They're not very confident to inform us until the last fucking moment, because our lives don't matter to them. All sanity never matters to them, just us putting in as much time to get whatever product they need out, so. But hopefully after July it'll die down. I've started doing some streaming on my PS4 still, mainly focusing on Dragon Quest Heroes. I'm wanting to get the Friday off, because I've been spending a lot of time trying to get clean, make sure everything looks nice and clean, because I have to get somebody to look at that damn floor, because that giant crack actually is letting shit in, and I have it covered up with stuff. But I caught something, and I'm not very happy about that being there. So I need them to get that fixed. So because I moved something to put the shelf somewhere else, I have stuff from that laying everywhere. I just been trying to get everything straightened up because I gotta get them to do something. I don't care if they fill it in with foam or what my dad says. They have to put bricks and jack up the house. Is foundation some? I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. But something gotta be done because I don't want shit from the outside getting in my fucking house. Especially not in my room with all my fucking video games. Tell you, this place wasn't fucking cheap. I really wish there were more houses, more designed for smaller amount of people or single people, but most houses are designed usually for 4 people, usually these days, and older times, usually they're for 3 people, so... And they usually want single people to live in fucking apartment complexes with fucking drug dealers and shit who have no respect for anyone. So, obviously we already know how that all turned out, long-time viewers. Though it was a very nice place. Just everyone around it wasn't. But, yeah, I've been mainly trying to get a lot of stuff cleaned up to get that looked at and see whatever the fuck they're gonna do about that. So, I was hoping to have a Friday off to get OBS set up because I got my new PC and I've been getting stuff installed in that, and for the most part I got a lot of stuff all installed in that. I got messing with the editing, getting settings and stuff all set in, but I need to basically do a test stream with OBS is the best way to just get all that set up. So I've been waiting to do a test stream, but just with Friday cut out and Saturdays get dumped a lot of my busy stuff, and then Sundays usually all my cleaning stuff, it just hasn't really worked, sadly. So I'm hoping the next 2 Fridays won't be work, but can't really hope, can't really. I hope they aren't, but I can't really guarantee it, sadly. So, hopefully, I'll be able to get Dragon Quest Heroes done. I want, like I said, I want to try to get that done, and I want to get Alundra done too. With Alundra, I'm gonna have to do a bit of a warm up, kind of get back used to, and try to figure out what the fuck I was doing last time. But I want to also get that going too, because there's other stuff I want to do too. But I need to get these thinned out butter I got all back together. And anyway, I think that's pretty much everything to cover today. So I hope you all have been doing good, safe, and I'll see you all next time. And hopefully I better have my damn watch by then. Come on! I wanted that watch so bad. I want that watch. I can't fake cry for hell of it. See you all until next time. And I'm probably going to have my beard shaved because it's fucking getting too hot. And I just can't stand the heat. Ow. Oh, that